Hi guys, it's Lindsay and today we are taking gluten-free cornbread to the next level and adding some spicy diced jalapenos, bacon, and cheddar cheese, and we're serving it up with some sweet homemade honey butter. Today we're making the ultimate cornbread, and we're going to be dicing up some spicy jalapeno and mixing it in the batter, and I'm even going to throw in some salty bacon and cheddar cheese to really take these to the next level. And to round out all the flavors, we're going to be serving it with some super simple homemade honey butter to really give a nice contrast of the sweet and the salty and the spicy. So I'm using a gluten-free cornbread from Krusty's today because gluten-free recipes can be tricky, but with cornbread, because the base is cornmeal instead of flour, you really can't tell the difference. So that way everyone can enjoy these, and they're really simple to make. So we're just gonna add in a cup of milk and a third a cup of oil. And we're gonna add 1 large egg. And then we're just going to stir this together until it's just moistened. And we don't want to overmix the batter because we don't want tough, chewy cornbread muffins. We want them to be really nice and tender in the center when we bite into them. So I'm just going to give this a little stir. And then, to really amp up the flavor, we're going to dice up some jalapeno. So you can add as much as you want or as little as you want. I like to do about a half a cup. And just the main thing you want to do is you want to make sure you remove a lot of the seeds and that white part in the center, because that's where the really spicy part is. And we don't want to overpower the muffins with this really spicy bite. Unless that's your thing, in which that's totally fine. Leave in some of that white part and you'll get a nice spicy muffin. So now that we have our jalapeno veined and seeded, I'm just going to take a knife and dice this up. And you can make the chunks as big or as small as you want them. I like to do kind of smaller little diced jalapeno bits to peek out of the top of the muffin because that looks really cute that way and really gives nice color on top of the muffins. Okay, so now that our jalapeno is ready to go, I'm just gonna add it right into our batter. There we go. And I'm just gonna stir this right in. And at this point, you can stir in chopped green onions. If you want to add those in, you can add in some chopped bacon, half a cup of cheddar cheese to really amp up the flavor. What I'm going to do is just add those in and at the end and sprinkle them on top before we bake them, just to give nice texture and nice bite to the whole muffin overall and make it look really pretty. So now we're just going to scoop this into our pan. I have my oven preheated to 375. And you can use a spoon. Today I have a little cookie scoop. And we're just going to scoop the batter right into the muffin pan. And I've lightly greased this just so the muffins don't stick to the pan. You could line it with little cupcake liners if you want. I just like the look of the bare muffin without any lining on it. So you can really see the specks of jalapeno once they're baked all throughout the muffin. So I'm just going to fill up the rest of this pan. And these make a really nice individual portion, miniature little muffins that are perfect for grab and go or for serving at parties. They're just the perfect little size, and you'll see once they bake up, all the bacon and jalapeno bits popping through looks really nice. Okay, so we're almost done filling the pan. And I think I'm just going to leave half with just jalapeno And I think I'm going to do half with cheddar cheese and half with bacon. So let's get the last one in the pan. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna take some cheddar cheese and just sprinkle it right on top. And this is gonna melt beautifully into the muffin. You'll see once they're baked, they have this cheesy top. And then I'm gonna add some bacon to this side. And you can go nuts and throw bacon and cheddar into the batter all at once and make a full combination of bacon, cheddar, jalapeno muffins all in one. So there we go. And you can serve these up as a side dish. You can serve them with a nice bowl of chili in the winter. You can even serve these up at Thanksgiving dinner for a nice alternative to just plain old cornbread. So I'm gonna get these in the oven and then we'll get started on our honey butter. So now we're gonna make our homemade honey butter, and this is so simple but makes such a really impressive addition to your cornbread muffins. And here I have half a stick of butter, which is a 1/4 cup. You can use margarine, butter spread, any alternative you want. And we're just going to whip this up until it's nice and smooth. And then I like to add just a tablespoon or 2 of honey. It's really just your preference, however sweet you want it. So that looks about good to me. You can add more or less depending on your preference. And you just want to make sure it's fully incorporated. All right. And you just want to make sure it's nice and creamy. In the fall, I like to add some cinnamon or nutmeg to make it like a spiced honey butter. So this just makes a small amount, so you can definitely double or triple the recipe depending on how much you need. And what you can do with this is you can put it onto a piece of saran wrap and roll it up and freeze it, so then you can slice the log into little pads of butter. You can just put it into a little serving dish like this and just serve it as is. And what you can also do is you can put the butter in a piping bag and pipe little individual pads of butter onto parchment paper for people to take little individual butter servings in a pretty little star shape. Okay, so now I'm gonna check on the muffins and we'll see how they taste. So the muffins baked up beautifully, and I love the little specks of bacon and jalapeno popping out of the top. And I'm just gonna serve these on a little platter. You can put these out for just a regular old dinner or for a special party event. And I think I'm gonna go for the cheddar ones because those look really good with the cheddar on top. And I just wanna show you how tender and good, delicious these are inside. And with the little honey, it's a really nice contrast between the salty bacon and the spicy jalapeno. And these are just so tender. And they're moist and flavorful. And you really get that spice from the jalapeno. These are gonna be a sure crowd pleaser. Give them a try, let me know what you think. And thanks for stopping by. For more videos, baking tips and recipes, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and connect with me online. Thanks guys, see you later.